Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Uju TV. But before we begin, let this quote guide your reflection today. Not everyone who feels familiar is your soul connection. Some are just the reflection of your old wounds. Please subscribe to our channel for more inspiring messages. Sometimes, what feels like home are actually wounds that shaped you. That pull you feel, the magnetic attraction. Sometimes they are not always love. Most times it's your inner child recognizing familiar patterns and calling it connections. That is what it is. Because when your inner child recognizes a pattern that it was used to or is used to, it calls it connection. That is where you see toxic patterns and you still stay, or you feel that there is a connection because of what you feel in your heart towards that person. But you know that the relationship or the friendship is toxic, is not healing to you, but you still accept it because of how you feel in your heart. So most times it's not love. That is what healing does for you. Because when you heal, you learn to pause and ask yourself, is this love or is it a pattern? Is this the way love is supposed to feel? Or am I repeating a pattern? Right? Because because healing teaches you to choose differently, to choose peace over patterns. And that is how you break free. Because when you start choosing peace over familiar and old patterns, you break free and you start attracting the love and the connections that are truly aligned with your soul. Because our nervous system have been conditioned to protect us, not expand us. When we come in contact with people that have familiar attributes and attitude, we feel that we are connected to them in some way, right? Because our body recognizes the familiarity, and what the soul calls it is connection, right? The thing is this: when you meet people, most times you feel something in your heart. When people come into your life, you feel something in your heart for them, especially when they are people you truly like, right? Forget that feeling. It's very important, yes, because it helps you to read patterns. It helps you to understand the reason behind this person's appearance in your journey. Because remember, nothing is random. But don't bank on that emotion. Don't make your decisions on emotions. Because most times when you make your decision on emotions, you find out your decisions will always be wrong. Be critical in your decision making. Be smart. Be direct. Look at the things that you know that you don't want in your life. Personalize it. Why I said personalize it is this: most times people have a planned out notion about how connection should be, relationship should be, love should be, and all of that, right? But personalize it. We are different souls. We are not on the same journey. Everybody is different. Personalize connection. Bring it to yourself. Make it personal. Forget about another person's journey. Focus on your own journey. It is your life. It is your connection. It is your thing. You know how you feel about some certain things. Bring it close to yourself and personalize it. And make your decision from that standpoint, not from a broken place, right? If you understand that you have healed yourself and you are whole, make your decision from that standpoint. Because you are the only one that understands your journey. You are the only one that understands what you want, what you can accept, what your soul can take, and what it cannot. Don't let other people project their life or their journey on you. No. Right? So when your soul recognizes those kind of patterns and familiarity and calls it love, pause and ask yourself, is this what love means to you? If it's not what love means to you, release it, because you're not choosing better. Your inner child is just recognizing a pattern that is familiar and is calling it connection. Then you stay in a toxic friendship, relationship, and connections in the name of what you feel. No, don't do that. It is not healthy for you. Ask yourself these questions. What are the things that my soul accepts? What are the things that feels good for me? What are the things that makes me feel seen, feel accepted, feel honored and respected in my relationship and friendship? If you're not getting it from the other party, that means the person is not respecting you. They are not reciprocating your energy back to you, because you are reflecting light to them and they are not honoring that by reflecting it back to you. So stop staying in relationships and friendships and connections that is not healing to you simply because you feel a certain way. Those familiar feelings, those magnetic attractions, sometimes they are not love. They are not soul connections. They are just patterns that are being repeated. But because your soul recognizes the pattern and you have not sat back to ask yourself, what does this mean? Then you stay in it and be suffering yourself. So today, I want you to understand that the moment you stop romanticizing pain, you start attracting connections that are real. Peace will feel exciting and stability will begin to feel safe. Affirmation for today. I no longer cling to what feels familiar. I choose what aligns with my growth, peace, and higher self. Thank you for joining me once again. And until next time on Uju TV, some connections are just reflections of old ones.